Scotty, beam me up.
Oh. Smash. Get over here.
It is pointless to resist.
It's sometime in the future. The ultimate challenge. Crossfire. Crossfire. You get caught. Crossfire. Crossfire. You get caught. Crossfire. 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 You'll get caught up in it.
The alien invasion has begun, and it's up to the 5 of us to stop them. Animorphs, Transformers! The evil Visser 3 is leader of the Yerks.
He can morph from evil Anzelites
To Inferno creature.
with grasping claws.
And firing jaws. But we can change too, into any animal we touch. And when Heroic Axe changes into a scorpion, Visser 3 is gonna get stung.
To save the human race, we pounce like animals.
Make the change. Animorphs.
Each sold separately.
All right. Welcome to the Geek. Then we got our buddy Pop Culture Punk Chris Styles once again.
What's up, guys?
Not much. We're here to talk some Turtles, specifically the 90s movies. And what can best be described as what I would like to say is a cult classic. Surf Ninjas.
I would put it in that rank. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a kid's,
might
it's
be
like
one
a
of
kid's
those-
cult classic.
Yeah, it takes a special someone to like it. You know, it definitely has its status. I mean,
Yeah.
One of those cults with a big mass suicide that's already happening.
God damn it, you beat me to it. Fuck.
Oh, man. Nice fun.
Drink the fucking Kwansu punch. Then you ride the wave. You ride the spirit wave into eternity.
We're going to go in the progression of how they were released. So we'll start pretty much with the first Turtles movie and just go from there. The first one specifically is chock full of references to the original comics.
Yeah.
You guys want to throw some thoughts at me here? I just rewatched them today, so.
I am a Legionnaire for life, as you can see. Like, I live and breathe Turtles. Can you see that?
Oh,
Here, let me see if I can get up closer.
rad. Yes,
Fuck yeah.
dude.
And Michelangelo too, that's awesome.
Yeah, I have been a
Hell
fan
yeah.
since I first saw them ever, anywhere. Like, and for me, the first movie, I have so many memories because first it was like noontime matinee. We paid $1 to see it with my aunts, and I was like maybe 6 or 7 at the time, I think around. Yeah. It was the first time I ever heard a turtle curse when he's like, damn, and he does it twice. Damn. And I used to say it like that for like eons. Whenever I said damn, I would be like, damn. Close the damn door.
You know, for me, I mean, I wasn't like a comic book reader at that stage of my life. Like I knew the show and I loved the show, but
Yeah.
I don't even know if I was aware that there was a comic book, honestly, at that point. Like maybe it was common knowledge back. I can't really remember, but I loved the show and I was really hyped on the movie. Saw the first one in theaters and man, it was just satisfying as fuck. Like just seeing all that shit, like Shredder was like practically Darth Vader in that first movie.
Yeah.
And
like,
you know, Splinter was phenomenal. You know, April, you know, we'll get into the multiple April O'Neils, I'm sure. I actually prefer the April of the sequels, who was played by Paige Turco. There's just, you know, something about that April seemed a little bit more like excited to, like stoked to be there.
Yeah.
And the other April was good too. I forget the actress's name, and she's a great actress. She's been in tons of stuff. But she was on, I think Big Love was like one of the last things I saw her on. And I can't remember the whole deal with why exactly she wasn't in the sequels, but I did learn it at one point because I was so curious. But that first movie is just fucking great, like it's dark, and like those first few episodes of the show were pretty dark, so it felt like an appropriate way to kick things off. I know there was a little bit of, in the second film, they sort of like did the RoboCop thing where like, we're gonna steer this a little bit more like cartoony and a little bit more family friendly-ish. And I think it worked actually for the second film. I love Secret of the Use, but the third film shit the bed, and we'll get into all that, of course.
Yeah.
Did it ever?
The movie that could have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh god, it could have been.
Yeah,
1,000 other things, and it would have been amazing. And it probably honestly still could be, except for you're not going to have Kino, the same April, or the same Casey Jones anymore today.
I mean,
but you could still get all those animatronic fucking dudes, and like get the same molds and designs going, and like do it the old school way, because the new way fucking sucks. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I will effects, man.
I will give it to. I mean, I liked the new movies. I'll say it because I'm such a dedicated Turtles fan. It was funny to me at points, but they were the ugliest turtles ever. Like,
right?
Man,
like, oh my god,
they were so much closer to the Eastman turtles. That's what I liked about them.
Yeah,
because those Eastman turtles were freak shows. Compared to the first movie and even the cartoon, because I didn't know anything about them, but I was watching a Saturday morning cartoon and there was a Turtles movie just out of nowhere, and that blew my mind. Because, like you said, that there is not a lot wrong with that movie at all.
Yeah,
I would have I like it when they bring in the big characters. Like, I would have liked to see way more Bebop and Rocksteady. But
I was not a big fan of Toka and Razor. Like that didn't do it for me. They were cool, but I knew what they did, and even at that age, I was like, "You cheated me, you sons of."
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. A lot of times I just sit around and think about, like, man, what they could have done if they had just ran with that, like how they started, same. It's like the Batman movies, the 90s. Like, if they didn't take that big Schumacher turn, like what they could have done with Billy D. Williams' Two-Face and all that stuff. And I'm just sitting there with Ninja Turtles, like, man, they could have had Baxter Stockman. They could have had the Sewer King. They could have had Krang. They could have had Krang's giant fucking Godzilla body and the Turtle Blimp and like Turtle Van and like all this shit that we never got in the movies.
Yeah,
the Technodrome. Fuck me, that would have been like the Death Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been the shit. It's like the one toy I never got to. I'm still sore over it.
Yeah, I never had a Technodrome
either. I couldn't get that.
It did have the shredder that turned into this the Earth Digger, like the guy with the spiral thing on him.
Yeah,
like
I had that.
It was fucking. I love that thing.
I do have this guy these days, Super Shredder.
Oh yes, that is dope.
Because we're talking the movies.
Super Shredder was fucking lit, man.
Yeah,
that was
one line
awesome.
in the movie.
What's that?
He has one line in the movies. Then so be it.
Yeah.
When Leonardo's trying to convince him not to destroy the structure that they're in because it'll kill everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a fucking epic line too. So be fucking great line. But yeah, I mean, both movies really, the first two, had great soundtracks for the day. Like, you can talk all you want, like Vanilla Ice, whatever, but like,
but for the moment,
that shit was piping hot in 1991 when that movie came out. Like, and when we were little kids, like I was 7, I think, at that point, and when I heard Vanilla Ice was in the Ninja Turtles movie, I was like, that's the cool. Like, it got me as jacked up as like Guns N' Roses being in Terminator 2.
Yeah, I was totally that kid screaming in the theater and getting yelled at by my aunts. They were like, "Shut up! It's Vanilla Ice! Oh my god!"
I even heard a thing where Vanilla Ice was like, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that." Like, I was like, dude, that's like one of your 2 hits. Like, what are your other? what else are you known for? It's like Ninja Rap and fucking Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah.
And Ice Ice Baby is like you sample a Queen song, so
Yeah.
you should be more stoked for Ninja. You know, you don't have to pay royalties to anybody else on fucking Ninja Rap. But goddamn, what a great scene!
Yeah,
I love when you could just like, and you're a little kid, you totally believe that Vanilla Ice is playing this like small little club. You know, you don't think that like he's selling out Madison Square Garden or anything at that point yet.
Yeah. But even in the first one, there's like so many classic one-liners that always just pop out to me. Like when he's running down the road and the pizza guy comes in, he's like 122 and an eighth. What the heck is 122 and an eighth?
You're standing on it, dude.
So good. And like
forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for a late pizza. Love that shit.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it made me want to be in the Foot Clan. Honestly, like.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah, regular or like, menthol. Damn Rockwell. Yeah, crushing it, dude. The Foot Clan kids look like they're having a fucking hell of a time.
Yeah,
they got fucking
like,
all the smokes for free. Yeah, free arcade games, like half pipes galore. Like shit, Foot Clan kids got it going on. You know.
Yeah. You just got to steal a few TVs.
And honestly, the biggest prick in the Foot Clan is like the kid they center on, Danny. Like that's the one kid where I'm like, fuck that kid. The other kids seem pretty legit. Like, they all seem pretty cool though.
You're ruining the Foot Clan for everybody, Danny.
You fence right into like, bitch.
Danny's dad is perfectly cast as like that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Danny, what are you doing? Yeah. I'm just a nerdy, unrelatable dad. Like
I make more than enough money to provide for both of us, and you steal it.
It's 11 o'clock, and I don't know where my kid is. Come on.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I guess he was kind of like an amalgam of certain characters from the cartoon show, like Irma and shit like that, or Nirma or whatever it was.
Nirma.
I still have a crush on Nirma. Like, oh, that's like my cartoon crush.
She was the Velma of that show, dude.
Oh
yeah, she was.
Right. Good fucking call, dude. Seriously. Oh, I always go for the Velma types. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Nerd.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. But even like the soundtrack to the first one is so there's this really cool moment like when they're all coming out and they all say a cool line, and I think it was Donatello or Mike or someone that has like they don't know what to say. Like and they do it in the second one. There's like
that's Donatello's running gag, I think.
Is that Donnie's running gag?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, he never knows like
it's Donatello.
Yeah, like Frere Jacques? Come on,
Frere Jacques?
Acapella. I love that, but there's oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Good.
I was just gonna say that there's like this really cool moment, and like the logo comes at you, and it's it looks just fucking perfect, and you hear this theme song that like you feel like you're hearing the theme of the cartoon show, but you're not. It's this totally other thing, but it's somehow
you've got the same energy.
Yeah, exactly. It's got like the same energy and similar, you know, it must
at
be
that
like
age,
the same key too or something. I don't know.
At that age, for me, it would have been like the Star Wars opening. For me, it was just like, oh my god, a turtle movie.
Yeah, like when that shit happens and you're in the theater as a little kid, you're like, this shit is for real.
Yeah.
Like, this is incredible. And like, those might as well have been real turtles because those suits look amazing.
Yeah.
Who did the effects on that movie?
That was
Jim Henson.
Did the puppetry.
Yep.
Henson?
Or was Henson did the, you know.
Jim Henson Company, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no wonder
guys
they
in
look so fucking
suits.
good.
But there's like all people running gizmo remotes to like operate the mouths and the eyes.
Yeah.
And shit.
Oh, kind of like they did with the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
There was like I could only imagine what it looked like behind the scenes. Like, I can only imagine what it looked like on the other side of the camera. All those working people, you know what I mean? Like trying to make everything go.
There's a few documentaries I want to say.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I want to say you can scour YouTube for them for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know, one thing I've always thought about with the first Turtles movie too is the fact that Corey Feldman is not the voice of Michelangelo, which seems like, you know, the perfect he would have been the perfect Michelangelo voice, right?
Yeah.
Why did they pick him to be Donatello, and then I mean, I can guess why they took him out in the sequels. Or, you know, in the sequel, I should say. But I don't know. It's That's something that's always kind of like astounded me. The guy who voices Donnie in 2 is actually great, I think.
Yeah.
But the voices, other than that, like that little weird thing, the voices are great. Like, Splinter, Shredder, Mikey, Raph, and like Raph, Casey Jones. Oh, Elias. I don't know if you say it's Elias or Elias Codius.
Elias Koteas.
Yeah,
Elias, thank you. I'm horrible with names. So
Everything I see him in, I call him Casey Jones.
Exactly. Some Kind of Wonderful, that's Casey Jones. The Sopranos, Casey motherfucking Jones.
Yeah.
Kumar 3, that's Casey fucking Jones.
Hell yeah. Incredible.
I think he made the character of Casey Jones more than the character of Casey Jones made Casey Jones. You know what I mean? Like, he just fit it.
Yep.
That's he fucking hit it out of the park.
Perfect cast.
That was a crime. Like,
what are you, some kind of punker?
Yeah.
That's how, like,
he shoots, he scores.
I know it was 1990, but I'm sure they were filming it in 89. So, like, when you squint, you could definitely still see 80s New York in this movie.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
God, the movie's fucking great. And that whole thing, and it's part of what the magic I always say about the Turtles is that everybody is going to pick one turtle that they relate to a little bit more than the other 3 turtles, you know? And for me, it's always, we all probably want to be Michelangelo because he's clearly the coolest one. But, like, I hate to say it, I'm kind of Ralph. Raph. He's sort of a dick, like.
Yeah, I almost hated him in the movie.
Imagination of Mikey and Raph.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I can be an asshole, but I'm also fun loving.
Yeah, I loved him in the cartoon, but I almost hated him in the movies. Like, he was such a prick in the movies. Like, it really was.
See, I get it. I hated him when I was young in the movies. The older I get, I'm like, he's just a loner. Like, Raph just needs some space.
Yeah.
The other turtles just gotta fucking give him some space. God damn it! Like,
yeah. And I just want to, like, grab him and be like, "You create your own situations. God damn it! Simmer down."
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
This is a Donnie guy myself, all the way. Donatello, all across the board.
Yeah.
Awkward, dorky, needs a big stick because he can't use the sharp stuff.
That is amazing. I love it. I fucking love it. What about you guys?
Donnie.
I'm always going to go with Michelangelo. It's ever since I was a kid. That's it. It's like, even when I got that tattoo, we were like, well, who are we going to go with? I was like, you even have to ask. Michelangelo.
Hell yeah.
But Splinter, I think, really impressed me in the movies. He was like the perfect dad. He really was. Like, he could have been a TV dad. He was, but he didn't hit it the same way. Like,
he had that Miyagi effect.
Yeah.
Where it's like he could say total movie bullshit. Yeah. And you absolutely 100,000% believe it. Yeah.
I made that funny.
Yeah, but he could just be talking about some ninja shit, like anything. Even like the sequel when it gets to, like, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
The night that I found you. And just like every word as a little kid.
Yeah, but then by the third one, you're just like, Splinter, I don't even think you can save this fucking movie. Like,
the third one.
Damn it, did he try?
So true. But the third one, we should say, and note that the fucking shit was not done by Jim Henson on that one. They cheaped out. And that's why the turtles look fucking weird in that one.
Yeah, they had like the spots all over them and stuff too. Like, it was weird looking.
And
it was like
it's also probably why they
style.
cover the turtles as much as they do with like samurai shit, and that also helps to sell toys. But like, they just throw bullshit all over them, so you like don't see how crappy they look.
Yeah,
that's kind of funny. Like, samurai Ninja Turtles. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Hey, they were some cool action figures, though, man.
I had them. I'm not going to deny it, but
badass.
Yeah.
41-year-old me is like, historically, no.
Yeah.
I can suspend disbelief for a Ninja Turtle. But samurai Ninja Turtle.
Since we're talking turtle toys, hold on 1 second. Joe, you can continue. I got to grab something quick to show you guys.
I was going to ask, dude, go get it. But I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys ever hear about how they did they took the turtles on, like, the road like did a stage performance with like songs and shit.
Oh
And,
yeah,
like,
man! Coming out of their shells tour.
Yeah, that's the stuff of fucking nightmares.
Yeah.
Dude, even better than that, I have on VHS. I bought it at like a sideshow market like a couple years ago. It's the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. The making of the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. It's not the Coming Out of Their Shells tour VHS that like thousands,
I love
millions
the
of people
Coming
had.
Out of Their Shells tour.
No,
I
this
wanted
is the
that so bad,
making
but my
of it.
mom never bought it for me.
Yeah, the making of it, the movie.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the behind the music of the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. It's fucking incredible. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
take
loved
acid
it.
and watch that, and you're not coming back to this world. Like,
But since we're talking toys, I still have an original pizza thrower.
wow.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Hang on.
Stickers and all.
It's nothing awesome like you got, Krager, but I did pick this up.
Oh, the turtle movie.
Hot Wheels, baby.
Fuck yeah.
I have a lot of turtle stuff.
Right, it's up there with my Arkham Asylum Batmobile and Batcopter and Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Fucking A.
Damn.
Yeah.
I even have. Hold on, I'll be able to grab him real quick. I even have an original Slash turtle. He's still there.
Wow, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Slash. Was he like a what was his deal again?
He was a villain. He was like the turtle villain.
He was Bizarro Turtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't that precede Toka and Razor?
Mm.
Yeah, I thought I remember that, thinking that like, okay, that one sort of looks a lot like the Slash turtle or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of where they.
Yeah. I think it was Toka. Toka was the turtle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It portrayed Slash a lot. Yeah.
Which one's the ugly one?
Didn't we see these guys on WrestleMania?
Oh God, yeah. The first two, man, they're perfection.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we.
The second one's my favorite of the two, just because I was a little older when I saw that one, and it just hit me harder, I guess. But the first one is still, it just hits me in the heart.
I think I was perfect age for turtles in general, like not counting the comic because I was way too young for that, but when from the cartoon on, I think I was just perfect selling point the entire time for turtles, and like I just grew attached to them.
Yeah.
But before we cut to a break, do we want to cover the third one?
We can always come back to the third
I saw it once.
Ooh, we could
That's
do that.
it.
Yeah.
We can come back to the third one.
Gonna take a break and then come back. Okay.
After these messages,
Yeah.
we'll be right back.
Deep in the rainforest, Machine merges with Monster, and the battle begins. The Attack Pack. Mighty Slash Cat must defend the planet against evil Rip Rat and deadly Dark Claw. The Attack Pack. They fight to rule. They fight to win. They fight to fight. Attack Pack vehicles each sold separately. New from Hot Wheels. The Attack Pack. Unleash the beast.
Ask him! Ask Xandar! Xandar, am I going to the prom with a geek? Please say no.
Excellent chance.
You're going to the prom with a geek? Okay, my turn. Do I have a secret admirer?
Absolutely.
He knows everything.
Ask Xandar. Wave your hand and he speaks. Guess what he predicts, and the winner gets the special fortune read.
You will get a phone call about this.
Ask Xandar, the talking wizard game.
Definitely.
All right, we're back. Craig, you want to talk about the third one?
I rewatched it today, and like as an adult, it makes a lot more sense than it would have as a kid. You know what I mean? Like the storyline has made a lot more sense to me, like watching it as an adult, you know, because I steered away from the third one for so many years and just stuck with like number 1 and 2. I was so let down. Like as a kid, I was crushed because I didn't understand what the fuck was going on here. Like, you know what I mean? Like time traveling turtles. Like I know the video game and everything, but like, you know what I mean? Like it just didn't fit for me. Like I just didn't catch on to the story. I think that's the main thing. It just didn't attract me whatsoever.
Even as a little kid, Krager, time traveling turtles for you was a bridge too far.
Yeah, because I was like, this isn't like what I'm used to seeing. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't Turtles to me. It was something. Sure, the humor was there, but like they weren't really doing the things I was used to them doing. You know what I mean? Like it was something completely different.
Mhm.
Turtles in Time could have been so goddamn good if instead of going on some weird like old-fashioned wood-burning, ancient time travel, if they instead had gone to the future and like gotten Dimension X involved in it.
Yeah.
And like the fucking hot rod teenagers and like Turtles in Time could have been so fucking lit. The video game was incredible.
Exactly.
That's where they could have introduced like Kang and shit like that.
Yeah, Krang, all that
Krang,
stuff.
yeah.
The fucking
Krang, yeah.
Dude, it could have been amazing. Super Shredder could have come back in there. Like,
yeah,
the possibilities like would have been endless. Like, Turtles in Time could have been amazing. For me, I think what happened is I also had aged out in like that 2-year layover or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Between Secret of the Ooze and Turtles in Time, I think I had just like sort of aged out of Ninja Turtles by that point, anyways.
I think the other thing was Power Rangers were just about to hit. Like it was, I think that had just started because that was the summer of the same year, wasn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Here's where my being a lot younger than everybody here comes into play again. The first one came out when I was 2 years old, but by the time I started watching them, we had the first two on VHS, so I had watched them repeatedly by the time the third one hit theaters.
Mm.
And I was and like you said, Power Rangers was just coming out the same year. So I was in both of them very much at the same time. So I loved the third one. But like you said, I didn't like it as a sequel. Had it been like had it not been labeled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, I think I would have been okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as like calling it a Turtles movie, because it just, like you said, the storyline just doesn't match up.
Yeah.
But it is a good movie.
But like you said, if they would have taken the futuristic route, my God.
Yeah.
And just also the route of like, it was so weird. Like, let's have Casey Jones in it, but let's not. Like, let's have like his ancient his descendant is over there because reasons. There was just all these weird things about it. Where it's like, God fucking damn it, you brought him back for this bullshit. Like,
yeah.
What have you done to Casey?
Different characters, but he doesn't. It's not Casey Jones. You're fucking with me.
Mm.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree. Same.
And he didn't even have the hockey mask. Like.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Mage? I can't hear you. I think we lost Matt. I think he's Yep.
How about now?
You're good.
There you go.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Techno drums hacking up down on our floor.
Dimension X is calling.
I'll be better.
I will stop now.
Get the turtles.
That's the fucking thing I've always wondered. Like, could you do that voice? Is there a way to do a voice like that in live action, or do you just have to like take a hard turn on that like voice casting? If you ever did a Krang, I mean, I know they did Krang in like a newer movie or something.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The voicing
he didn't talk
wasn't
like
too
that,
bad.
right? He talked more like, I'm the blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
It was like more, yeah.
It wasn't the annoying Krang that we know and love. Like it was something different. Yeah.
So I wonder if you could do that voice. I don't know. You probably could not, but
Gilbert Godfrey.
What's his name? Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Gollum. He could pull it off.
Oh yeah.
It depends what they're going for.
Yeah.
To me,
Fair.
you just gotta bring the fun back to it. Like,
yeah,
the turtle franchise was so fun. Like, I've thought about it in my head. Like, I could easily write like a 5-part movie series based on that just like kicks fucking ass and gives you everything that like we grew up loving as kids.
Yeah.
And you know, again, like there's so much. They left so much on the table.
The new ones
Bebop
kind of did that because they had Bebop, they had Rocksteady, they had vehicles, they had cool stuff, and I think the look
but
of
they
the
did
turtles,
it all wrong. The CG factor means I'm never gonna give a shit. I'm never gonna give a shit. Like I just don't care about CG characters.
Exactly, they ruined a really, really good story. Like it was really well written, but the CG effects are just a little much, like too much, way too much.
Well, especially considering it was the way they did it in the first two that made them so good anyway, right? And to not do it at all, that cheapens it right up.
Yeah.
There's also this weird thing with like, you know, you can even do certain things in CG, but it's not necessarily always about making it look real. A lot of times it's just about making it look cool. You know, like you'll forgive shit if it's like looks out of this world or something. If it looks dope, you know, like if it looks cool, like the first Matrix movie, like none of that shit looks real, but it looked so fucking cool at the time. People were like, "I've never seen anything like this. That's dope," you know. And then everybody parodied it, and it was over.
Yeah, my thing about even modern CG is like they make it too fast moving too. Like it looks, you know, there's so much going on at once, and like your eyes can't even focus on like what's cool and what's not cool because there's 5 million things going on in the background, you know.
Yeah. A pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Like I give The Force Awakens that like it had practical effects in it, and it made for a much more pleasurable viewing experience because you're combining old techniques and new techniques, and it made it more fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. The turtle movies are missing that. Like if you had, you know, go back to the old school like they did with the first fucking Turtles movie, and have those practical effects.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So sometimes that sells you more. Like The Thing was all practical effects. The original John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
Scary as fuck and creepy as fuck. All practical effects.
And all seem like they would be.
You bought it hook, line, and sinker.
And they all seem like they would be impossible to craft and make and build and get to move, but they did.
Yeah.
Like that's like the like the prime example of just wizardry and magic. And then they did a new thing, and they hired a top-notch, you know, practical effects guy, and you know they CG'd over all of his work, and he was horrified in the end.
Movie?
The newer one of the several. I know they've done a couple of them. It just like it disgusts me. Like no, you know, just like why do we ruin this shit? You know, and like you know, it doesn't. I mean, I get you can't ruin the original. I'm not one of those people, but like you know, why do you even try and like? I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Why hold yourself to that standard? Why not just make something new and original? That's what made those things great. Is you'd never seen something like that before.
Yeah.
But
and that kind of automation's come a long way too. Like it can only be better, right? With their puppeteering or however they automated it in the first two. That's only developed, right?
Well, I think what I always in my mind vision as the key way of doing it now, right, is to make it real, use as many practical things as possible, but you don't have to go to such great lengths to like hide the cables and hide the puppeteers standing behind the thing anymore, or whatever it is. Like you can just freaking CG that shit out. That's what CG is great for. It's great for like removing things, wire removal and stuff like that, or like maybe manipulating the mouth a little bit so you get a little bit more expression out of the mouth than you might, or like you can retime certain aspects of, you know, there's just like I feel like a better way to blend the techniques, and it's just like especially when it's a major character. So if it's a fucking you know, like just a little talking tree like Groot, yeah, it's fine CG. But like even in like the Avengers, you know, the final movies, Endgame and Infinity War, like I just kind of like don't believe Thanos that much because he's CG. Like and I think of like Ron Perlman as Hellboy. I'm like, why didn't they just cast Ron Perlman as fucking Thanos and like paint him like a fucking purple Hellboy? It would have looked way better.
Yeah.
You know, with a little like the CG ball chin that Thanos has. It's kind of like, all right, well, he's not a real dude. Like everyone else here is kind of a real dude except for Hulk, you know?
Yeah.
I like that.
But you just
Styles. I really do.
What, the ball chin?
No, just paint Ron Perlman fucking purple and do the ball chin thing, and then just use the trick photography like they did for Dinklage and Petrie, the fucking dude at Nidavellir.
Yeah. What's it called? Forced perspective.
Yes.
Forced perspective photography is incredible. They did it in Elf. They've done it in a million schlocky, low-budget movies, like Attack of the 50-Foot Stripper and stuff like that, and it actually works. It looks really good.
I mean, this is all there for them to use. They just fucking need to use their brains.
But yeah, it's a kind of a lazier way of doing things, is to just like, well, I'll just let some animator do it, and he'll work on this one shot for like a year, and it'll slowly get to an okay point. You know, it's like, ugh, that doesn't seem like fun at all.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather like spend a fucking shitload of money and, you know, have it all right on getting it in lens and have talented people doing great work, and then you get it and people feel great about it.
Yes.
There's the end of massaging something for a year and then it comes out like just okay. You're like, ugh, you're never really gonna love it. I don't know.
Not really, no.
But that's, you know, my old man ranting here. Like, in my day, there was puppets, and there was no computers in movies unless there was Jumpin' Jack Flash movie with Whoopi Goldberg, which is great. I sorry to digress, but that movie is literally like about like an AIM conversation. It's fucking amazing. I love it. Like war games, or something, you know. That's another one where it's like he's booting up DOS scripts, and that's the movie. But I don't know. Should we transition into Surf Ninjas? Have we all taken enough shits on Turtles 3? Or is there
what do you guys
any more
think?
mud we should sling?
Joe and Mage, what did you guys think of number 3?
Turtles
Absolute
3
garbage.
Yeah.
Is a caravan of shit.
Is there? This is an interesting. I think I have an interesting way to wrap up the part 3 talk. Right. You know, there's a lot of part 3s that are just really, really bad. Like in almost every series, the third one is usually garbage, right? Like Godfather 3, people don't like it. Back to the Future 3, people kind of don't like it as much.
Yeah.
You know, Karate Kid 3, people tend to not like it as much. Lethal Weapon 3, a lot of people are like,
that's my favorite.
I think the Lethal Weapons get better with each one. I really do. But is there a part 3 that is redeemed by how bad Turtles 3 is? Like, is there a part 3 that's like, it makes
Terminator.
Oh my god, that's fucking perfect. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Makes
nailed
Terminator
it.
3 look like Terminator 2. That's fucking amazing.
Turtles 3 makes Terminator 3 look like Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best in the franchise.
Holy shit.
I love Toy Story 3.
Me too.
I haven't seen
Turtles.
the full.
Turtles 3 makes you wish there was an Ewok Adventure 3.
Fair.
Turtles 3 for me. I mean, I know everybody hates it just as much, but I feel like Halloween 3 is redeemed by that fucking movie. Like,
yeah.
Even though I enjoy Halloween 3, like, I feel like all the hate on that movie it's just gone when you think of Turtles 3.
Yeah. Well, you know something? We can thank Turtles 3 for that. A lot of people, I feel like it's like in vogue now to like Halloween 3. That's like, I feel like the Vogue cool move. You know? And I've always maintained that Halloween 3 is a good movie on its own if it was just called Season of the Witch. But because they put Halloween 3 at the front of that fucking title, that, like, I'm still pissed about that. Like, what would the third movie have been like with Michael? And, like, I don't know, maybe it's fine because I love Halloween 4 and 5 and shit. But maybe I would say oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe I would say that, like, Turtles 3 makes, like, Star Wars Episode 3 look like I don't even know. I can't even feel like Empire Strikes Back or something. Nah. I was better off leaving it with the Ewok
That's a bold lead.
Yeah.
Quit while you're ahead. Oh, I got it. Turtles 3 makes Look Who's Talking Now seem like a good idea.
Agreed.
Let me redeem myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah.
Yay for me.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Should we get into Surf Ninjas, or should we do a break and then get into Surf Ninjas, or how do you guys want to do it?
Cool. We'll quick break and then come back and talk about Surf Ninjas for sure.
That works.
Right on.
Deserves its own.
Okay, the game is Shinobi. Your basic fist and stomach, foot and face arcade hit. 19 stages of major ninja warfare. Observe. You've got your throwing stars, your bombs, your nunchucks. Nice shot. If you live through this round, you get ninja magic. Hey, you can be next. Hey, I can't see.
Shinobi, just one of 70 games from Sega. Games and accessories sold separately. And coming this Christmas, 2-player Double Dragon. Sega, major fun and games.
Wait till they see Double Dragon.
Oh, just look at the fun those kids are having.
I love these sweet, fruity, colorful tricks. Lemony yellow.
I can't stand it.
Orangey orange. Raspberry red. Grapey purple.
I've just got to get some tricks.
The fun part of this complete breakfast.
I know how I'll get some tricks. Just a little paint and there. Please feed the rabbit tricks.
That's strange. I thought tricks were for kids. But it says right here, please feed the rabbit tricks.
Look, he has his bowl and everything. Well, I guess.
Here.
Sweet, colorful, fruity tricks.
I knew it. Please don't feed the animals.
Tricks are so fruity, so colorful, and so much fun, they're made just for us.
Silly rabbit.
Tricks are for kids.
Okay, rabbit feeding time. Oh, boy.
All right, and we're back. So, Surf Ninjas. Matt, we watched this the other night, and you had a lot to say.
Cinematic masterpiece. Said nobody ever about this movie.
Maybe Ed Wood would have. He would have been like, I love it.
Yeah.
I love the idea.
Of course he would have. But even he needs one of these.
Nah, that time he would have been like making those weird porn movies. Like that would have been like that point of his career if he wouldn't have died. You know what I mean? Like he'd still be into all that.
I wonder if John Waters likes Surf Ninjas. I bet he does.
Probably.
I rewatched this movie today, and I had not seen it in probably close to 25 years or so, close to when it came out. And
yeah.
I loved it so much that I'm not entirely convinced that I didn't write it in a past life or something. It's like, damn, it's so good. Like all these things, first of all, Leslie Nielsen. I mean, the man can do no wrong. He is just a perfect, pure comedic.
And he found a way to.
And he found a way to. Wait a minute. Surf Ninjas may not be up to the snuff of like Naked Gun, but it is by no means like a stain on like the legacy of Spy Hard or something like that, So I enjoy it. It's somewhere.
I think he got a chance to have a gag in that, because that whole when he had to run up all those stairs to answer the phone.
That was funny.
That was such a Leslie Nielsen gag.
That was a Frank Drebin move right there for sure.
Those steps made that movie, I think, especially at the end when he keeps falling down them. He comes up to the top and he just throws himself back down.
He does the like, hold on, I've got call waiting. Yes, kill them! I was losing my mind. It was so good. And then, come on, you got Ernie Reyes Jr. and Ernie Reyes Sr. together on screen. Two legendary martial artists and actors and choreographers. both at the peak of their, it's like watching Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. in the All-Star game together. Which is, the only thing I know about baseball. But you get what I'm saying. I imagine that's a big deal.
You're not wrong.
No.
But and then you have Rob Schneider, who was like at an interesting point. I feel like his wave was already kind of like, his first wave was already sort of crashing out a little bit, and he was like, sort of background bit roles in like Beverly Hillbillies and like, Unnecessary Roughness. And, movies like that, and he's sort of like. This is sort of like redeeming to me of that whole phase of Rob Schneider for me. That like pre-Deuce Bigelow era, because he had his little thing on SNL with like making copies, and that got so big.
That the whole time, dude.
That was like the Borat. That was like the Borat of the early '90s, right? Like just making copies, because like everybody tried to do it, or they knew some guy like that, and it was like. Everyone like, oh great, everyone's doing horrible Borat impressions, like, or bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions, or bad like whatever. It's like everyone's got one,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so like he was like people were like already like, oh, I'm sick of this guy, and he plays like a fucking 20. He plays like a 39-year-old high school student.
Yeah, I think he was like 30 at the time, I believe.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it the other night. You were like.
I asked Maury Povich about that, and he said Rob Schneider's hairline says that is a lie. He looks like he's like a 39 and a half. But I don't know. Yeah, he probably is. I don't know, 30 or something like that.
Yeah.
He wasn't like 15 or whatever the fuck they were saying.
No, I think he
he's
was
the only guy
around 30.
He's the only guy I know who's been in high school 5 years and isn't even a junior yet. You're a super sophomore.
I had an easier time believing that Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa were high school students, and than I did fucking Rob.
Well, they
Schneider.
were high school students.
Yeah,
they put the high in school for sure.
They put the high in school.
There you go, buddy.
Oh man, but no,
I like General Cheese like origin story getting crushed by an elephant. It's fucking hilarious.
And then he becomes when you order Darth Vader off Wish.
Yeah. Quarter face. He's not even two face. Quarter face.
But this movie, it somehow hits on a lot of things that I love and doesn't really quite obviously capture any of them. Like I love the movie, but like, and I love ninjas and I love surfing movies, and like I love like the Reyes, family and the lineage of all that.
Yeah.
And like it's still this like gives you each in little bits. I love Leslie Nielsen, and like I even love Rob Schneider. Fuck it. Like I'm nostalgic for the 90s too.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't give you, I guess, which is what works, is it doesn't give you quite enough. They almost have like an embarrassment of riches going on, where there's not enough time for anything to develop. Like where like maybe they were thinking there would be sequels, and they're fuck me, there should have been. It would have been incredible. Oh
yeah. That's true. I feel like if they would have continued that story a lot more, I probably would have got into it a lot more. You know what I mean? Like instead of trying to cram it all into one. I mean, like, but it's so generically 90s. It really is like it's such a like it's such a classic watch. Everything about it is so generically 90s. It is hilarious.
Well, it's funny. Like it should have been like Rollerblade Ninjas to like be more hip for the 90s or something.
Yeah.
But like you took like two things that were both like past their moment, and like mashed them together. Like you might as well have made the movie like Disco Robots, because like
and then it was really
it's over.
It was still a pretty good time for ninjas, especially in like, kids perspective, like it was a big time. You had Ninja Turtles, Three Ninjas, Sidekicks, all around that same time. You know what I mean? Like it was a big time for like the ninja fantasy.
Yeah.
I just can't stop thinking about Disco Cyborg now.
Disco Cyborg, man.
It has to become
Disco Cyborg, like disco music.
Now I want to write that comic book.
Disco Cyborg. Like I just
Disco
want to like
Cyborg.
have it like in the background. Like I'm writing something else and you hear on the TV in the background, like tune in Tuesdays at 7 for Disco Cyborg. Like,
Sounds like an X-Men character.
Like, you know, like TJ Laser and RoboCop, you know?
Yeah.
Disco Cyborg.
Disco Cyborg, followed by Dane McLean, interdimensional delivery man.
Coming right after Malibu Heat.
I like the way that Tone Loc was the police officer taking care of him, and then he just decides, "Yeah, I'm not going to be a cop no more. I'm going to come with you on your quest to save the world."
You convinced me. I haven't had a vacation in 17 months. This is it.
Yeah, I quit.
Tone Loc, another guy that can do fucking no goddamn wrong.
Yeah.
Like the man is just like everything he touches is gold. Blank
Juice?
check, Ace Ventura.
No thanks,
yeah.
I'm not thirsty.
Oh, exactly. The guy has probably the greatest voice of anyone that has ever lived.
He does. He
You
does.
know, like how he didn't become the #1 voice actor of like our generation is beyond me. Hollywood, because you know what? Because Hollywood has no fucking taste and no goddamn culture. They don't know what the fuck they've got when they've got it.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
It's it's a goddamn crime. I mean, you got to tap into this. The man has done nothing but hits, and yet, like, where's his fucking buddy cop movie? Where's his leading role? God damn it!
Man.
Why not Stallone and Tone together? You know?
Stallone
Tone breaking out of prison, or
There's a
being
match
fucking
for you, Chris.
yeah, right. Stallone Loc.
Stallone
Hey, Adrian and I, it's like, hey, let's do the wild thing, you know? I'll take you upstairs and violate you like a parking meter. Oh, shit. But, you know, and fucking, goddamn, they really should have done sequels, though. Now I think about it, it should have been a trilogy. Would have been incredible.
I think what saved the movie for me is when he doesn't know what the Barbaran is, so he does Barbara Ann.
Yeah. That's the only thing I remembered when I was like,
exactly.
I've had this on
That's what
DVD for
clicked.
years and I still haven't watched it. Like now's the perfect time, obviously.
Yeah, that's what clicked, where I was like, I've seen this like more than once when I was a kid. I just packed it away somewhere.
Well, when, like I said the other night when we watched it as a group, that was the first time I ever like sat and watched it the whole way through, because like the trailer is ingrained in my memory because I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 so many times as a kid on the VHS. And so I remember the lines as they came up in the movie, but the whole movie itself, and that when that Barbara Ann part came up, I just lost my shit. These guys can tell you.
Yeah.
And again, that's like another thing. They like picked a song that was like way past its prime too. You know, but thank God they didn't put like "I'm Too Sexy" in this or something. It was in everything, you know.
When they said that we were watching this as a group watch, that was the very first time in my whole life I'd even heard of it. I didn't know this existed.
Man, we are the worst fucking neighbors ever, right? Like, you watch this and you're just like, fucking, what the fuck are you doing? This is like, you know, I feel like this is like, you know, we're like America, we're that shitty neighbor. And we're like, if you ever watched Family Ties, when Mallory's boyfriend Nick made like art out of garbage, and like most people just really didn't like understand that, you know. Like, oh, it's the only way you find the good garbage, you know. Like, but not to call any of the parts of Surf Ninjas garbage, of course, because I love them all dearly. This is Rob Schneider's fucking best role. I'm sorry, but like, change my mind. Right? Like,
well, right after we watched it, I said, this is the first and only time you can say Rob Schneider was not the worst part of this movie.
I'm curious, what was the worst part for you
of this movie?
Yeah.
Well, I think I said it the best is they had a really wicked story, like a backstory and a myth, like the whole lore of that royal family. I dig that, but they had to rush through everything so fast that all the real cool parts of a story like that get lost, the prophecy and all the history, and that's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
So it seemed like a very choppy story.
Yeah.
And it was a story that Rob Schneider had to carry, so I couldn't put a lot into it.
Yeah, you're right though. He did. He actually carried it with all his comedy. Like a lot of that shit landed when you really needed a laugh. Like you would like if the movie started to take itself too seriously, you know, like he
started making sense, and then he'd be like, "Oh, you mean me, right? Yeah. Why the fuck would he mean you?"
Yeah. Or like, you know, like you can't go there and take him on alone. Like he can if it's his destiny. That shit.
What I love is like when he starts controlling his arm through a fucking Game Gear.
Oh my god, that's right. Yeah, that whole thing was probably the weirdest part for me watching it now. I was like, what? The Game Gear is doing what now? How? Why? Did they no? Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hell, give the little kid something to do.
Yeah, they got to plug him somewhere.
Yeah, which sucks because like if they had been able to travel back in time and get the younger Ernie Reyes Jr. when he was in The Last Dragon, he could have like not had to play video games. He could have kicked as much ass as anyone in the movie. And it was those fight scenes, his scenes in The Last Dragon still give me goosebumps. That guy's just incredible. I don't even know how old he was then. He looks like he's about 6 years old though. I
just feel like oh no, good dude.
But another thing I said the other night was, had I been 8 years old and watched it the entire way through, I would have loved it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But as an adult, as you like to say, Chris, it was a masterpiece of shit. Like
that's one of my favorite go-tos. I mean, those were I love.
That was our general consensus as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it truly is.
Enjoyed it,
yeah.
But it was just like, okay.
I do. I mean, I hold it on the same level that I hold trauma movies. You know what I mean? Like, there's a spot right here for it. There is.
But it's certainly a B movie that was made by a blossoming A studio in New Line at the time.
Yeah.
You know, New Line had was rich off the success of Ninja Turtles, and it was like, you know, again, we were talking about this at the break. I think that it was probably made around the same time as Turtles 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both came out in '93. So.
Yeah, so they were probably in production very, very close in time to each other. So
yeah,
it's probably one or the other for Ernie. And in fact, it probably would have made a lot more sense for it to be Kino and not Casey Jones in the third one.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, why the fuck would Casey's ancestors be like in Asia, like ancient Asia?
Yeah. Well, they were at one point.
Yeah, I mean, I get that historically, but like, come the fuck on. Like,
yeah, it just
Casey Jones, like, he comes from renegade people, Highlander people. They don't invade other people's like places. They protect their own, you know.
Yeah.
They put on hockey masks and call the invading troops of their land punkers, you know. That's the way I like to see that. Especially if you're gonna invoke the great I'll butcher his name again, Elias or whatever.
Elias Koteas.
Elias Koteas, thank you. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. It's like Elliot with the is instead of it.
Elliot.
Elliot. I have to do like a Casey Jones diary mashup at some point with him standing in between the two April O'Neils. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah. Yes.
Would be awesome.
It'd be pretty solid.
That'd be awesome.
But speaking of mashups, I do have some to share with you guys. So I guess I should share a couple of those. We did talk quite a bit about Ninja Turtles today. So the first mashup I have to show is actually not one that I made. It's actually one that a very good friend of mine, Anthony Ramirez, you can follow on Instagram at adub9099, made, and he got into mashups inspired by me and all the millions that I've made. So I'm very flattered because what he made here is truly one of the great ones, and I'm super proud and just had to share this with you guys. I mean, God damn it, right? Like this one,
that's good.
Like,
that is
kudos.
fucking good. Holy
Anthony
shit.
fucking knocked it out of the park, and he's done a lot of
done.
great ones like this. But this one is just so
Anthony
special to me.
Ramirez, well done, buddy.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah, exactly. Hats
Indeed.
off, sir. So let's see, what else do I have? These are going to be in sort of randomish order, I guess. I'll just go from what I have open in the top down. This isn't really related to anything, but this is one that I love and haven't shared with you guys. If you remember the movie Turner and Hooch with Tom Hanks,
of course.
I sort of had a different idea of what it should really be.
Would have been just as good.
Just take my fucking money. Like this is an improvement. Like I fixed it. Tom Hanks ain't proud of that, baby. That's
All
what
day.
that's what we could have fucking had, right?
Oh
so,
my God.
So in the lexicon of like things that were sort of like past their time and stuff, like we said, it could have been a Rollerblade Ninjas movie. It also could have been a skateboard movie. And another skateboard and martial arts matchup I had is Cobra Kai related. And my theory going into season 3, which was not obviously real, but that Robbie was going to quit karate and go back to just being the skateboard kid. I only dropped this one in Cobra Kai groups, which is why I thought I would share it here. I did one that I shared with everyone that actually had Kid from Kid and Play instead, the skateboard kid, which is also one I'm quite proud of.
Yeah.
But so in keeping with my Cobra Kai and like weird, surfing, skating, this kind of stuff, this I actually made going into season 3 as well. I was hoping always that Terry Silver comes back because John Kreese may have founded Cobra Kai, but Terry Silver is the chairman of the board. And this right here is my kind of Silver Surfer. Like I would just throw fucking barrels of cash at this to make this real. Like if I need a Last Action Hero ticket to go into my own mashups because like I want to live in this one. Let's see, and again, keeping with my Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, and weird 90s, alt sports movies. We have
Tsunami. God damn it.
It just so needed to happen. I just couldn't resist.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Sweep the leg. Meep the leg. Meep the leg.
Just Johnny Tsunami just boogieing down the mountain. Incredible. And then I think this is the final one I have for today. This is, of course, relevant. Surf Ninjas. So my idea of how Miyagi-Do was getting around before everyone switched sides on me going into season 3. But yeah, I need this to be fucking real. God damn it. They're in California. They've barely ever gone to the beach. I need some surfing, some sunshine, some fun in the sun, some soccer balls on the beach. Yeah, getting more Rob Schneider in Cobra Kai. Now they do need more Stingray though. I have some Stingray. I have a Stingray mashup I haven't shared, but I haven't even posted. I made it a long time ago. But I kind of like wait until Cobra Kai season starts heating up a little bit. But that like sort of, I just had to share that with you guys and sort of like as a fan, like I need to do something Cobra Kai related. Like I'll share my old stuff. Like, here we go. But yeah, so
right,
what can I say? You can always expect more of those if you follow Pop Culture Punk on Instagram, Facebook, and of course, the Punk Rock Geek Den as well. You're gonna see more and more of those. And I'm super proud to see you rocking more out as well, bud. And
yeah, man, I'm trying.
Dude, some of them are amazing. I can't wait to see where you take it, bro.
Yep.
We'll only take one break, and then
I got some cards.
Yep. We'll do a little bit of our game. We'll
play our card game.
Okay, sure, yeah.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Right on.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.
They said it wasn't humanly possible, but now you can have all the power and excitement of Nintendo right in the palm of your hand. Introducing Game Boy. It's portable, it's in stereo, and its games are interchangeable. Plus, Game Boy comes with the outrageous new game, Tetris. And for head-to-head competition, use the revolutionary video link and blow your opponent away. Game Boy, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power, portable power.
Surf's up, dude! Whoa!
Join the Turtles on Foot Patrol in their battle-ready sewer tubes, featuring wacky pizza slice and oars, depth charge, and rotating foot blasters.
Let me show you my new toy.
It's the Foot Ski, with its deadly harpoon gun, shredding torpedoes, and electric leeches. Could this be the end of good, clean fun in the sewer?
Here goes the neighborhood! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
From Playmates!
All right. Okay, we're back.
All right. We got questions. We got 3 cards here. You get the honor of picking first.
Who?
Me? You? Yeah. Yeah. This is all about you.
It's all about me. Jesus.
Yeah. This is the guest spot.
There's no pressure.
Left, right, and middle,
man. Okay, I will take right.
All right. All right. Have you ever done something so unbelievable only to have no one around to see it?
Me, no. I don't think. Not that I can really think of. I mean, I get other than when I was a kid, I would play drums, and when I first was able to shred double bass, really fast metal, prog metal double bass. No one was around, and I had to call one of my best friends, and it was a very dorky moment. It was funny. So maybe the close that would be probably about as close as ever.
Right.
I finally was able to dribble between my legs in my 30s, and I could have never done it at any younger point in my life. I don't think. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that, because every time someone's around, I can't do it. It's sort of like Invisible Boy, going invisible, and only when no one is watching, in Mystery Men. But I swear one time, most amazing thing, no one was around to see it, my dog burped or something in a way that sounded exactly like she said, "What?" I was like, my dog is talking to me. This is incredible. Say it again. Say what again? Say what one more goddamn time, motherfucker.
Say what again, motherfucker? I double dare you, motherfucker. Oh my god.
That's probably as close as I could be for that one.
All right, left or right? Got 2 more.
I'm gonna go left.
All right. What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen?
Oh God, I've had some good ones myself. I don't know if I've seen too many other ones. I do like my Wi-Fi name is Hamilton Hunkamania, because I live on Hamilton Road. It used to be Hamilton Hunks, because I live with a bunch of dudes. But then, we had to change it, so I was like, all right, well, Hunkamania then.
Hunkamania.
So, come and hack my Wi-Fi internet.
All right, and the last one. What's the most embarrassing or worst thing your parents ever caught you doing?
Oh gosh. Oh man, am I really gonna tell this story? Okay. No, I don't think I could tell that one. Think about it. That one's probably a little too much. See. Okay. I don't know. My parents would always. I was always embarrassed, you know, like anytime my parents would even see me talking to a girl, I was just fucking mortified, right?
Yeah.
So probably like any combination of things, encounters like that. When I was here's a good one. When I was like 7, we were on like a cruise or something, and like the way like the dinner schedule worked, you ate with like the same family every night at your table, like that whole time, right? And that family had like a girl, like a daughter who was like, you know, 2 or 3 years older than me, and I had the fucking biggest crush on her. And like, so my family used to totally catch me. I thought that, again, because Corey Feldman movies, I thought the way to get a girl was to like just dance in front of her, right? Like she'll see like you're dancing and having a great time, and like that's all it takes. She'll just be charmed and betwixt. And my God, did it fucking not work at all. Like it just backfired drastically, and I was made fun of by my entire family for like that whole week. You know, like, oh fucking you know, I don't even know, James Brown over here cutting a rug, you know.
Hey Johnny,
a fucking
2
rug
steps
right into her heart, like, and it made just every meal was with them, so it was such torturous, awful times.
That's horrible.
But yeah, that's probably
No, now that we've given you a sleepless night,
the best one I could. That's the best one I could share. You know, that's a pretty fair one.
So
yeah, that's fairly embarrassing.
Coming up over at Fandom Spotlight. And,
what's coming up on Fandom Spotlight? Right. Well, tomorrow we are. The day after tomorrow, Wednesday, whatever. Fucking, I'm so bad at this. Wednesday the 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be resurrecting the Airplane franchise. So that will be a lot of fun. And then 1 week later, on August 4th, we will be resurrecting the Time Cop franchise with 2 very special guests in Christian Mock from Retro Fiend Radio, longtime supporter and maker of incredible Canon Films documentaries. He would love this Surf Ninjas episode. He'll probably watch it when it comes out. And all this Ninja Turtles talk, and he's a big Ernie Reyes fan. And the other guest on that show will be the legendary Stephen Lambert, who is an actor, a martial artist, fight choreographer, responsible for stuff like Dragon the Bruce Lee Story and just so many other great martial art movies, and an actor in Time Cop. So it'll be the first time we're talking a movie with an actor from that movie, and we're very, very excited for that. But other than that, yeah, we got lots of VHS redos coming your way, you know, bringing every franchise out of the analog era and into today.
That's awesome.
I like
it.
Our buddy Trevor would love that too.
Oh man, well, I hope he can tune in one of these days. That would rule.
VHS. I'll have to,
you know,
send you guys info.
No one's talking about video preservation, but someone's got to. You know, we need to. There is like, I always say, there's like this much shit came out on VHS, like everything and then some. You know, and then like this much shit came out on DVD. This much shit came out on fucking Blu-ray, and like this much shit is gonna come out on 4K, and then like this much shit will end up being available on streaming. So we really need to preserve like these weird, like Leslie Nielsen teaches golf videos and like Bubba Smith workout videos, like all this shit, like all the fucking garbage, because that's who we are. Like Matt, I know that, you know, this is who we're proud to be, the shitty neighbor, when we do things like this. You know,
well, and this is what you leave behind so that everyone knows who we are. Like, hey, we got a couple of things wrong, but look at this awesome shit. This is hilarious.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, there's
Richard
things
Simmons, you know, sweating to the oldies.
Yeah, there's things you will never see on streaming that you don't want to lose forever. You know what I mean? You got to preserve it.
And fucking like Ninja Turtles coming out of their shells behind the music. Like,
oh man, as soon as that hits streaming, I'm on it.
I don't need it to. I already ripped it off my VHS.
You can find it on YouTube.
That is awesome. Yeah, I know you can find it on YouTube. That is true.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about YouTube is it's like the place for
you can
garbage
find everything.
that no one even bothers to like copyright. You know?
Yeah, like the thriller, the making a thriller VHS. That's ripped on the YouTube.
Formula 51
on VHS, kids.
Fucking A,
oh
Joseph.
shit!
There's another
Sam
caravan
Jackson.
of shit, but
Sam
Samuel
Jackson.
Jackson made it all worthwhile.
Another man that can do no wrong.
Yep.
Right.
Oh
Sick
man.
and tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
So,
oh man,
we got some stuff coming up as well. What is it, Krager? Next week we're talking to Order of the Fly.
Next week. Yep.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. We're probably gonna get full costume from them guys.
We might.
Oh wow.
We might.
They
That's
are
awesome.
A metal band from, where'd you say they were from?
San Bernardino.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna.
Yep.
Theatrical metal
They
band.
will be there.
They're really good. Really
San Bernardino football rules.
We also
got our little contest going on.
If you ain't paying attention to Facebook, you can win a signed copy. I have 2, and I'm giving away an extra one.
Wow. I think there might be some Terrifier dudes coming up at some of these conventions. PA HorrorCon or New Jersey HorrorCon.
New Jersey for sure.
New Jersey, okay. That's the one. Right on.
But yeah, we're giving away that comic to whoever the winner is of our logo design contest.
Yep. Anybody's welcome. Anybody.
And we're also gonna have some prizes for the second place winner as well.
Yep.
Like stickers, hopefully some t-shirts, maybe. We'll have to see what we can get a hold of.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Oh yeah. And then in a couple weeks after Order of the Fly, we're talking to the singer from Left to the Wild. They're a metal band from Austin, Texas. They're friends of our buddies in 13. They actually got a hold of us because of 13 plugging our shit, and that was just awesome. Like, we got a huge response from those guys. So
yeah, we did. They were awesome to have on too. That was a great conversation that night.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on with them sometime, Chris. They're into pop culture just like us.
They are.
Oh hell yeah.
They are top notch on conversation. Those guys are cool.
Oh rad. Well, I'm always down to come on and share some mashups and make some cheesy fucking jokes like always.
Absolutely.
You know?
We'll invite No Pants Maurice back one night with you. That'll be like a
that'll be
a Geek Den Playhouse episode. That one was wild. Those guys are wild.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mike and Tony are off the fucking walls.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
But a couple weeks after that, we got Rachel Hoffman. She's a B horror movie actress and paranormal investigator. She's also got an antique shop. So
awesome.
A lot of stuff going on. And, but yeah, she's a friend of a friend, pretty much.
Yeah.
And she's got some interesting stories to tell, I am sure. But August 21st and 22nd is Pennsylvania HorrorCon. Chris, you, Craig, and myself will be there.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
We are all
smiling and waving.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Autographs, $45. You know.
Yep.
And some incredible people are going to be there too.
Absolutely.
I think Eric Roberts. You know, I may get some mixed up with New Jersey and PA because they're so close and they're run by my good friend Mr. Ryan Scott Weber.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, coming up, it was some combination of these. You got Terrifier, you got Judy Aronson, you got Mark Holton and Diane Salinger from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Just a million others.
Mark Holton is going to be at ours.
I cannot wait.
I cannot wait to meet Francis.
Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying for that.
I cannot wait to meet. Pee-wee has been such a big staple in my life between the show and the movies. So that's like big time.
Dude, that and Leprechaun and fucking Teen Wolf. I mean, my name is fucking Styles, dude. Like, I need like a pic of Styles and Chubby together.
Yeah,
you know?
Picture it didn't happen, Chris Styles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
we will be there.
Connected to my forefathers.
Me and you will be there all weekend, right?
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll be there the whole time.
We both will. Well, all three of us then.
Yeah.
I got tickets for both days, so we're good.
Remember, autographs, $45, folks. You see us walking around.
Oh, and I think they got William Ragsdale from Fright Night too. That's fucking legendary, man. He is incredible.
We also got Zach Galligan.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach Galligan's coming back?
Yep.
Nice. I met him. I did a panel with him and Francis McCain. They were both awesome.
Yeah.
My favorite porn star is going to be at Pennsylvania HorrorCon. Ginger Lynn.
Okay, I thought that's who that was. I saw Ginger Lynn Allen or something, or Gigi Lynn Allen or something.
Yeah.
I was like, is that who I think it is? Like, I guess so. Good for her, you know.
Captain Spaulding's dream girl.
Yeah.
There it is. But yeah, lots of cool
clown.
opportunities to meet, you know, some of these Geek Den dudes, some of these hunks here, and some of these punks over here, and you know, get on out to those people and tune into the fucking Geek Den.
We'll be shooting
cool
some
shit
shit
coming up.
We'll definitely be shooting some footage.
Oh yeah,
awesome. Oh yeah, you got
to have the three of us meeting up and not contributing something.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
it's like
hell yeah.
It's not so much.
You guys got to come. You guys got to come too. I always do like a some kind of screenwriting contest at these things, or like a movie pitch contest, if you will.
For sure.
It evolved from trivia because we had trivia for so long that I asked every trivia question under the sun. But so like every like Saturday night at these, I host a basically I throw out like the worst movie titles ever. You know, it'll be like The Magic Bathrobe or Turbo Dwayne or Malibu Heat or Chow Downtown or stuff like that. And, you know, Sweet Bobby Space Pimp, you know, and like people have to come up with pitches on these movies, like a game show, like who can come up with a viable pitch faster than the other teams. And like you have like some teammates to help you and shit, but it's a fun. It's a cool, it's a very fun game. You guys would love it. I think you guys would be really good at it too.
Yeah, for sure.
If you got a mind for mashups, you can do it, you know. Even if you don't even really need, I'm telling you, I've taken room full of people that have never written a thing in their life, and like they're ready to write a script after they come up with incredible pitches. Sometimes you need the push of creativity, that challenge of being in a corner or something.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It's gonna be lots of fun, so be sure to be there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We'll definitely take a bunch of pictures, a bunch of videos, post them up, whatever we got to do to show off our shit. We're definitely going to be buying some figures and all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff. Money, 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 money.
Yeah. I miss the VHS Preservation Society over there. Yeah,
fact,
man,
we'll have to do an episode the day after the convention, so we can
a wrap up. That'd be great.
Yep.
But
hell yeah,
Craig, you got a mashup or two for us?
Let me see if I can pull one up
before we go. It's been fantastic conversation as always with our buddy Chris.
Absolutely.
Always love talking with you dudes.
Maddie, you got a convention coming up here soon, don't you? September.
Yeah. We got who's going to be there?
So far, they've only announced two people, but one's Michael Rooker and the other one is William Shatner.
Wow, so that's a huge start.
And Mr. Calgary has those two, and Christopher Eccleston and somebody else I can't remember.
There is like
Mr. Svenning and Captain Kirk. That's just not fair.
All right, since we talked turtles, I got one here. Shredding the Cube.
Oh yes.
We just watched that movie the other day.
This one just worked out perfect. I can't even believe how perfect that one worked out.
And it makes so much more sense now that I watched Gleaming the Cube.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Perfect.
Since we talked Guns N' Roses, I have Welcome to the Jungle. Give me 1 second here.
Oh, yes. That's incredible.
He has nightly rates. I mean.
Welcome to the jungle. We got nightly rates. You can live in a jungle hut.
And my last one, a little bit of a horror mashup here. What would happen if it met Nickelodeon?
Oh wow, bro! Amazing.
That was pretty good, Craig.
Well done.
Oh my god, dude! Incredible.
Hats off to you, sir.
Yes.
Be sure to follow Dad Mented on Facebook and Spotify and Instagram.
Yeah, I mess around all day long on there.
Hell
have an
yeah.
Instagram,
That's
Craig?
like, what's that?
Do you have an Instagram for Dad Mented?
No, I don't have an Instagram right now. I have a personal
Facebook
Instagram, but
and
we are not on Instagram right now because I share so many memes to Facebook. It's just,
Right.
man,
Like,
it is an all-day
you have
affair.
a podcast on Spotify.
Yep, I have a podcast on Spotify that deals with more mental health stuff, but in a fun way with lots of fun music. So
There you
go.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Chris, buddy, it was great talking these.
as always,
always
classic 90s movies that we grew up loving.
Yeah.
Or hating.
Oh.
I love the Turtles movies anyway. Like I said, I didn't watch Surf Ninjas fully until the other night. So
yeah.
But from an 8-year-old point of view, I loved it.
2 timeless well, 4 time, well, 3 timeless classics and 1 timely turd.
Yeah.
One poorly timed turd.
Rob Schneider had that Sisyphusian task of carrying that entire movie.
Yes.
And carry it, he did. His best role, I'm sorry. Let me know in the comments if you disagree, but it's his best fucking role. Rob Schneider's peak.
We all agree.
Surf Ninjas.
Bite me.
For me, his best role was the delivery guy from Big Daddy.
All right, yeah, that's true. That's really good.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Surf Ninjas. Character in Surf
Damn
Ninjas.
You'll give him easy
Like
ones.
Sweet Chin Music. The delivery guy through the barbershop window. And,
yeah.
John Michaels WrestleMania 12 winning the title from Bret Hart.
Alex, you forgot smoking lamp. I'm sorry, was that expensive piece?
Shit, wrong movie.
Well, all I know is you always order 3 pieces of cheesecake.
Hey, smell like Cypress Hill concert.
And Pop Culture Punk and the Geek Den go together like lamb and tuna fish. Perhaps you prefer spaghetti and meatball? More comfortable with that analogy? Hey, mister, I come down there and give you crew cut. Oh my God, your father was sick.
Oh, well, Chris, thanks again, buddy. It's always a blast talking to you, man.
Yep.
Thank you so much, guys. I can't wait to come back.
Yeah, be sure to follow Pop Culture Punk on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm sure you got all that going on.
Yep.
Check
Not
out
Twitter
Family
yet.
Spotlight.
I don't
Check out
tweet
Family Spotlight.
yet, but soon.
And Spotlight, that's LITE for Spotlight.
Yes.
They are on Facebook. It's a lot of good stuff going on over there.
Yeah, that's always a fun time to tune into.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much. And I've had so many of you on the show now, so that means Joe, you're on deck.
Joe,
buddy.
you're on deck. You're the last
Park
one.
going, dude.
You gotta, what do I need? Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park, man.
Okay. I'll make Jurassic Park happen.
If you want to discuss just the first movie or all of them up to Fallen Kingdom, I'm down for both.
Is there a fucking one that I haven't seen yet? Fallen Kingdom?
I haven't.
Jurassic World 2?
That's the most recent one. Dominion is up next next year.
I love the I love how I love when franchises are like running out of gas. They all get biblical titles like Dominion or like Redemption or like Salvation or Genesis or fucking. I'm looking at you, Terminator.
Terminator kind of kicked it off with that because of Judgment Day.
I'm just ready for like Meatballs 6 creation, you know.
But you know what did not fail with biblical prophecy names? He-Man, Masters of the Universe,
Revelations.
Revelations. Come on, you guys, you gotta jump on the bandwagon.
I'll check it out. It's, it'll take me some time.
So good. So fucking good. And I'm not saying that ironically. I'm saying that as a fucking fan. I loved it.
Yeah, because you were diehard He-Man as a kid, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And you too, Craig.
Yep.
I was
too
young. Yeah. I was too young. I missed the He-Man train, but I did play with the action figures.
All I know is Dolph Lundgren turned in a fucking Academy Award worthy mullet in that movie.
By the power
maybe his
of
acting
graceful.
wasn't quite as good, but that mullet is perfection.
Mm-hmm. Talk about deviating from the source material, but hats off to Dolph.
Yeah.
I
don't want innocent people to die.
I have the power.
I have the power to bankrupt an entire movie studio.
I must break you.
If it
Wait,
died,
wrong franchise.
No, but that's what Dolph said when he walked into Kenner Toys. He's like, I must break your company. Your books will lose. Yo, side note, prediction, Rocky IV director's cut is like a suicide mission. I think Stallone's really trying to like Andy Kaufman himself, because that movie's perfect and there's no way you could fucking ever make it any better, and he's gonna take out the robot and he's gonna ruin it. I'm sorry. I know it. No robot, no fucking, I'm still gonna watch it. Who am I kidding? I love Rocky IV. I love Rocky IV more than life itself.
Yeah,
Damn you, Stallone.
Rocky IV holds a place in my heart.
Yeah.
Damn you, Stallone.
And I'm not
maybe it'll be like Avatar. Like it'll never happen. Like Nevertar.
Nevertar.
Well, like I said, Chris, it's always a blast talking to you, man. We always have a great time.
Yep.
Likewise, my man. Likewise. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh yeah, anytime. But we always got a lot of fun stuff coming up on both sides of this. So check out Fandom Spotlight, check out Dad Mented, and of course, if you're watching this, you already check out the Punk Rock Geek Den, and we appreciate you. Tell your friends.
Check it out more.
Watch it again right now.
Tell their
Go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
And when will then be now? It'll be soon.
Yes. Rewind.
And tell them to tell two friends, and so on and so on.
Until they issue Punk Rock Geek Den in the mail with samples of Tide.
Yes. Like Frampton comes alive.
There was a pamphlet in there from Pueblo, Colorado, and it was from Punk Rock Geek Den, and it was entitled, I'm not even going to finish.
Ancient Cantonese Secret.
Ancient Chinese Secret, huh?
All right.
Calgon.
The Punk Rock Geek Den Summer Sampler.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a lot of bands in our groups. We can pull it off.
Yes.
But Chris, thanks again. Boys, this was a lot of fun as always.
Absolutely.
Until next week, Punk Rock Geek Den. Signing off.
Party on, James. Party on, Craig. Party on, Joe. Party on, Matt.
Good night, John boy.
James World. It's James World. It's party time.
Now, Hordak with some triple trouble. It's Hurricane Hordak with his Sky Chopper. His Thunderball mace bashes.
You're next, Boneface. Come and get
His Battle Blade slashes.
He's out of control.
Can anything stop? The Master of Disaster, Hurricane Hordak. New from the Masters of the Universe. Action figures sold separately from Mattel.
More pecani sauce.
Let's use mine. Well, that isn't paste pecani sauce. What's the difference?
Paste is made from fresh vegetables and spices.
By folks in San Antonio who know what pecani sauce should taste like.
Well, this stuff's made in New York City.
New York City! stranger. I hope you can beat a full house.
Pick up the original. Pick up the pace.